Pulaski schools went into crisis mode today.
It's not the way that you want to recall the first day of school.
School leaders reacting to a late-night school bus crash that injured several Pulaski High School athletes and killed one person in the car that collided with the bus at a high-risk intersection.
Well, there is an above-average crash rate at that intersection right now.
The latest on the crash and what's being done to prevent more like it, topping Wednesday's Fox 11 News at 9.
Good evening, everyone. That crash happening just last night around 9 o'clock.
Students and coaches were returning the 15 miles to Pulaski from a volleyball match in Seymour when the bus trying to cross the four-lane divided Highway 29 was struck by a car already on 29, an intersection that averages one crash about every 6 weeks. The passenger in that car was killed. The driver was seriously injured, both from the Wausau area. More than a dozen Pulaski High School students were also hurt, none seriously. Tonight, Fox 11's Kelly Schlicht has more on how the Pulaski District reacted to the crisis today.
What should have been a moment of victory for the Pulaski girls volleyball team turned into a night of tragedy as this car slammed into the back of the team's bus.
If they were excited and it turned into that would be very heartbreaking and shocking.
District officials say they're trying to help students cope with the physical and emotional aftermath. 13 students were injured Tuesday. 6 were taken to the hospital. Superintendent Milt Thompson says he and school counselors visited with those students overnight.
It's really amazing to me how resilient kids are. There were students who were reassuring me that they were doing fine, that they would get through this.
Those students have been released from the hospital and have been excused from school. But despite the situation, most of the volleyball team members who were on the bus were in class Wednesday. Counselors continued to meet with students. Thompson says the children aren't the only ones having a difficult time dealing with the crash. The 74-year-old bus driver, a school district employee, is still in disbelief.
He was broken up last night. You can imagine. He felt horrible about the accident.
Accident reconstruction teams say it could take months to finish this investigation. Thompson said law enforcement appreciated the school district's quick response to the crash, helping to notify parents and getting students home safely.
Instead of being reactive to that situation, that when the situation happened, we had a lot of people who knew what to do.
As the investigation into the crash continues, school staff hopes students will be back on the road to normalcy soon. Kelly Schlicht, Fox 11 News.
The person who died in the crash, the driver of the car, and the school bus driver were all identified today. 24-year-old Shannon Hall from Athens died. The car's driver, 27-year-old Justin Sizan of Marathon, was seriously injured, both of them from the Wausau area. The bus driver was 74-year-old James Miller of Green Bay.